Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame Part Pierre. Wow, it is really nice to see you. We're glad you made it on the show, and we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Thursday, April 27th, 2023. We got a lot going on, Flame. We got some news we got to share with the dragons. You have something you want to share too, Pirate Pierre? But before we get going on that, let's see what Hajar has to say. Take it away, Hajar.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which is one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pause for a moment.
Nice job, Hajar. We're so glad you led us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence. Flame, the sun is going to rise today at 6:15 in the morning. And Pirate Pierre, the sun is going to set at 7:57 again. That's okay. It's going to be a great day outside, dragons. But you know what we haven't done in a while, Flame? We have not done Friend of Flame. We've not done Friend of Flame in a very long time. And you're right, Pirate Pierre, Earth Day was a few days ago on the 22nd of April, and we put our heads together and decided that a fun Friend of Flame is actually a friend that has the word Earth in it. What animal do we know, dragons, has the word Earth in it? Earthworms. Earthworms are a friend of Flame and a friend of all of us because they have a lot of purpose. They have their Positivity Project purpose going strong. Earthworms dragons are found all over the world. They are helping our environment by keeping the soil very, very healthy, keeping it rich, allowing water to flow through it and get the nutrients it needs to get trees and crops and plants growing at its full capacity. But we decided that for Earth Day, the earthworm questions didn't really fit what we normally say with like herbivore or diurnal or anything like that. So this is what Pirate Pierre thought. This is great. So Pirate Pierre took these envelopes that are mail that we would probably throw away and did some, is it this or is it that? Right, Pirate Pierre? So is it this or is it that? On the back of an envelope. Is an earthworm an invertebrate, which means that it does not have a backbone, or is it a vertebrate, which means it does have a backbone? So Pirate Pierre and Flame and all of you have backbones. Does an earthworm have a backbone? No, Pirate Pierre, it does not. Earthworms are invertebrates. They do not have a backbone. Watch this. So now here's some fun things. Ready? Earthworms, how do they breathe? Because dragons, earthworms don't have eyes or noses. So how do they breathe? Do they breathe through their eyes or do they breathe through their skin? We just gave you a massive clue. They must breathe through their skin. Earthworms actually get the oxygen they need through their skin. How about that? Now, what do earthworms eat? Do earthworms eat insects or do earthworms eat soil? What do they do? Do you think they run into insects and eat them, Flame? No, they do not. They do not. They actually just eat the soil and regenerate it to keep it healthy and keep the soil strong. Earthworms are great all around. Now watch this. This is a fun one. You'll like this, Pirate Pierre. So all over Annandale, we have all the birds, right? We have all these squirmy wormies all over the place. On a day, each day, does something like a robin, do robins eat 14 earthworms or do they eat 14 feet of earthworms? So if you pick up a worm, right, and you count to 14, or do they stretch all along, they eat 14 feet of earthworms, which is basically the size of 3 kids at Camelot. What do you think? Flame, they eat 14 feet of earthworms. That is a lot. And birds actually know an earthworm is around by their movement. So if an earthworm is moving, a bird can sense that it's nearby, and it helps the environment. Ta-da! It's time for the birthday box. All right, here we go, Pirate Pierre. I have a feeling we have a birthday today. Let's see here. Today is the 27th. Well, check this out, Dragons. We have 2 birthdays. Mickey Lai in pre-K. Happy birthday to Mickey and Meredith Perez in kindergarten. Great stuff for that dynamic duo of Dragons. And it's Thursday, and Flame, wow, we gotta regulate. I mean, we gotta get in a space where we can be our best self. And breaking news, Pirate Pierre, the fun run that was scheduled for tomorrow is postponed. The fun run is not happening tomorrow, which is sad, but the good news is it is going to happen next week, next Thursday, a week from today on May 4th. So you have more time to collect pledges to make sure you get that double recess and that scooter race thing and whatever chicken incentives there are for chickens. If you have time, just get those pledges. Keep the amount of money that you raise going up, and we'll see where it takes us as a school. So, on behalf of Flame, on behalf of Pirate Pierre, and on behalf of all the Earthworms that are making the Earth a better place, I'm Mr. Salerno. Enjoy your Thursday today, Dragons, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.